welcome and welcome back to Dweeb City. My name is Star Jackson, your host, and today we have a very special guest in the building. Voice actor, content creator, and so much more. He's so good at marketing. I can't wait to get into that too. And he loves to work out, support other people, and I love seeing his positivity and warm light anywhere he goes. And he's just all around an awesome person. We have Josh Portillo in the building.
Yes, you got it right. You got it right.
Hey, I gotta love him. I was like, oh shoot, I should have asked you that.
No, you good, girl. You good. Thank you for having me. Thank
you so much for taking the time out, because I know you're so busy. But I'm so happy to talk to you. And how is your day going today?
My day, first of all, again, thank you for having me, Star. It's we've interacted through DMs. We've known each other for a few years now, and we've never really talked, and now we are. Hello, hi. Everybody, Star is amazing. She's gonna be a Bang Zoom superstar one day. It's gonna be amazing.
My gosh, I'm blushing.
Thank you for asking. My day is going well. I got my workout in, drank 2 cups of coffee. Thank God. Two.
At one time?
No.
Okay. I was like, you got abs of steel. Like my anxiety would have been off the walls.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that. It does me too, so that's why I split it up.
Yeah. So you get it.
Yeah, I do get it. Got a lot of voice work in. I got to do a little bit more after this, but again, it's a gift and a privilege to be on here.
Yay! Thank you so much. Oh, I can't wait to get into all the goodness. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to start it off strong. How did you get into voice acting? I've always been curious.
For me, that's a good question. So a little bit of backstory. Yes, if that's okay.
Let's do it.
So, growing up, I was a very shy kid. I was very overweight as well. Had a speech impediment a little bit. I did I played video games. I watched anime. I watched cartoons. It was kind of like my escape. I liked, I heard these voices in these games. I was like, that would be so cool to do. And I think, going to a movie theater is like going to a temple. It's sacred. It is watching magic on the screen, right? And I was like, just acting in general, I was like, man, it would be so cool to do that. But, you look at yourself in the mirror, and I guess, you see that you don't look like these people. You don't sound articulate, and you're overweight. So F you, basically. That's not cool.
How you told yourself that?
Yeah. Very, 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 very low self-esteem. Very self-deprecating. All that stuff.
I can relate.
Yes. Yeah. It's a struggle, and I didn't realize that I could do it until high school, and I kind of joked my way into the musicals and just chorale, the musical chorale, all that, and I learned through there that I can act a little bit, and I can take direction, and I can sing a little bit, and did it throughout college a little bit, here and there, but it's just it's college. You're just kind of jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
And then when one of my bros, we started hanging out. We actually started living together. He wanted to play the Danganronpa series, and that's when we kind of we played through the whole series together. We did all the voices. We practiced. I stumbled over every dang line, but I got hooked. I got hooked. It was just fun. It was just something to express myself with. I had a lot of bottled up anger, a lot of anxiety, a lot of just wanting to express myself in a certain way rather than lifting weights or doing something physical,
Yeah.
So, it's from there we got our equipment, it goes by fast. You already know this. It goes by fast.
Yeah.
Once you're set, you're like, hey, let's do our study. Yeah.
Yes, it's like I want more, I want more. You're so hungry for it.
Yeah. And we got our equipment. I got an AT 2020 and a PreSonus interface.
That's a good first mic interface.
It is. Now that I'm 8 years in, or by September of this year, I'll be 8 years in.
Wow. How does that feel?
It's fast.
Yeah.
Fast. And like, if you told me that I'd be still doing this close to 10 years later, I'd be like, you're insane. No, this is a hobby for me. Like, nah, bruh, no. But no, I just fell in love with it, and it's we went on Casting Call Club and started auditioning. We found our niches. We found some people, some friends. I mean, my boy Ryan, the one I started with, he's still friends with some of them, some of the people he interacted with. I mean, it's been close to 6-7 years now, and he's been friends with them ever since. Same here with me. So it's just like, even without the gigs, I mean, voice acting has affected both of us tremendously. It's just really cool. That's how I got started, by just playing the Danganronpa series. And to go a little bit deeper, at the time, I just needed something to happen. I just needed something good to happen. So, Ryan wanted to do voice acting, and I was like, I'm going to support him. And I ended up just falling into it on my own and going my own route while he went his. So, it's really cool. He's going to be a streamer soon. So,
ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah. He's going to be cool. He's going to be good.
It's so fun too. Like having like a chat and like just yapping. At first when I did it, like it was so scary, but you get used to it.
I don't know how everybody does it. I know at some point I'm going to try to do it, but it's not really, I don't think it's really my niche, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you try it out and see. That's what I did, just for fun, Yeah. And then if you don't like it, boom, just go on to something else. Because that's the one thing that I've learned over time. You don't have to like stick to something, or like you can try it and you can just go on to something else. Because like, I feel like that was like a big fear of mine, like just trying it, because I would feel bad about like leaving it or like hopping into it. But that's what life is all about, like just trying stuff and taking the risk.
Yeah, and you gotta be proud of yourself for that, right?
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
And then
you're better than you think. You're better than you think in most things, right? No.
That is true, especially when you like practice and you keep doing it over and over again. Because when we first start, you gotta suck a little bit.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say a tangent, and I want in this interview, I want you right now to talk about your process for the Bang Zoom auditions and how the grind in that. I am interviewing you now. Tell us about your story with that, Star.
You did the Uno reverse card on me.
You fallen into my trap.
Ooh, okay. So, 2023. Well, it was 2023, I think. And I took a class. I think it was I forgot. It was a voice acting class, but I forgot with who. Maybe Crispin Freeman. But they were after we were done. They were talking about no. Wait, I don't know. I know it was a voice acting class. I have to remember. Yeah. But they were talking about the open auditions, because somebody asked a question like, so how does one get into anime? Because and then there were a lot of like, everybody was like, oh, this and that, and then somebody was like, oh, there's like a audition that Bang Zoom does every year, and you audition and you voice over and like to be in an anime. And I was like, huh? What? Tell me more.
Let me get in there. Come on.
Yes. I was like hook and center. I was like, I had because you usually have like notes and stuff. I had my notes, pen, and paper ready. So I wrote down everything that they told me, and then I researched it. I found out where they were going next, because I remember them saying Anime Central. So I did not have enough money at the time. So I literally got, I think that was when I started working the multiple jobs and stuff like that. So I saved up. Then I booked the flight and everything like that. So, and I was like, you know what? This is my dream. I want to do this so bad. I want to be around, because in voice acting, there's not really, like, I mean, if you didn't find the community online, it would feel like you have no community. Like, it was just and you just with other people, because usually we voice over stuff by ourselves.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really know other voice actors, especially where I'm from. And it was so super hard to find classes and to find other voice actors that do it, where, like, in Florida for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. And I was like, I can finally, like, find, like, and see, like, community, but I was super nervous about it because I didn't know what to expect. So I flew there, and then I got, like, a little cheap motel. And then I went there, and it was amazing. The whole experience being there around other voice actors and stuff. I was literally in the corner, but I was watching the whole entire, like, process of everything. And then I went to audition, and I believe it was the second day I auditioned again, and then I got a call back, which I was not expecting it at all. That's and good. I think I bombed it because I was not expecting it. And I was like, whoa.
Hey, learning experience.
It really is.
You know what? You probably didn't bomb it. You probably didn't bomb it as much as you think, Hey, remember, everything that we say into the mic can be turned into gold. Okay.
You know what? That is very true.
Like, you never know. So you never know. It's just like what you thought was probably a bombing was probably like, it's just a 9 to 5 voiceover. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like nervous and everything, but you got the job done. That's what counts,
yes.
Right?
And he was so nerve-wracking because I have anxiety disorder. So on top of that, and already having like nerves already, it would impact. I know it would impact my performance. So that on top of me being shy and everything like that, I was just proud of myself for even going on stage. So thank you so much. And just like seeing everyone else go on stage and giving it their all and like high-fiving each other, and I was like, wait, aren't we competing against each other? I was like, whoa, like this is what you call sportsmanship. And then like saying, oh, good job. Like it was somebody stumbled on a word or something. They was like, you can do it, keep going. And I was like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then after I did I think I got called back twice. And then I remember the winner, Ty. I said this in a previous podcast. I think it'll post before this one, but a lot of people in the crowd, I would hear them talking about how like they would say like he was extra and like very like he's like out of like whoa, this is like he's like laughing at him and stuff like that. And in my head, I was like, he's gonna win. Yeah. I was like because anytime he would go on stage, captivating. Like even when he walked on stage, you just like want to know what he's about to do next, And I was studying him. I was like, oh my gosh, I think he's gonna win. And then like he's just going out, throwing everything he has into the characters and stuff like that. And then lo and behold, he won.
That's good.
And it was so amazing. And I remember watching him sitting from on the side of the stage, him, Shakira, like so many. I follow all of them, like all the finalists. I know they're all in anime and thriving and stuff now. And I remember like seeing him win, and I was so happy for him, like so excited. And then I was like, this is where I belong. I was like, finally, I had tears in my eyes, and I was like happy. I was like, how am I happy for somebody like that won, and I wanted to win, but I was like, it's just happy to have the experience and being there and being around other voice actors, and it felt like I was there, like this is my place. So that really sparked it all for me. And then ever since then, I've been going like I was going hard, but after that experience, I went even harder.
Yeah.
And then every year after that, I followed them to almost every single place they went to. So I auditioned 7 times in the last 3 years.
Nice.
And then speed up to last year, I auditioned again. The first day, I didn't get a call back, and I was gonna quit. I am not gonna lie. Like, I was so distraught. I was like, dang, maybe I just, like, it's just not for me. You know, I was just, like, putting myself down. And then I remember listening to Crispin Freeman's podcast. He has, like, an episode about anxiety, because that was my biggest thing, is, like, getting over the fear and anxiety and, like, you know, feeling like looking a certain way and stuff like that while trying to get the read.
Absolutely.
It was canceling my the potential that I had to put into the character, because I was so worried about everything else. And so I listened to his podcast, like, or that episode specifically, over and over and over again. And then I had a specific song that I would listen to, like, that would hype me up and stuff like that. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna try at least one more time. I'm just gonna give it my all and then just throw it out there. So even if, like, I don't get it, at least I know, like, I put it all into it. And then so I go up on stage on that day, and then I remember blacking out. I don't even remember, like, the read at all. Like, I remember, like, looking up at the ceiling after I was done, and then I remember, like, one of the big Zoom the staff there, like, their mouth, I think somebody took a picture of it. Their mouth was like, I was like, what happened? And then my anxiety, like, I pushed it to this, I actually not pushed it to the side, but I, like, used it to, like, push into the character. And like I took a read that I knew that was, like, right for me, but I was always afraid of afraid of getting that read, but also I wanted to challenge myself with other reads. But then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with what I feel natural with. And I was like, I haven't tried that before. So I took it and I read the specs really quick, because it's hard to read the specs quick like that, right?
Yep.
And that was a problem too, finding out which one was right for me. And then boom, you're next on stage. That was the day before. I didn't know, I was undecided, like, on which one to read, and I think I picked the wrong one because I was, like, nervous. But I was like, okay, I'll go with the other read this time, the one that I know that I can do. And so I went on there, and then I remember having an anxiety attack. So during the performance, I actually had an anxiety attack. And I don't know if anybody saw it, but I was my whole body was literally, like, shaking like this. And I was like, stop shaking, just stop shaking. And it was getting me angry, so much so to where I was, like, putting it all into the character. And like, I was, like, crying. I can't believe, I'm so glad. I was, like, shocked somebody recorded me because my phone died. Like, there was so much going on that day.
That's a lot.
And then I was like, it was a lot. And I was like, I couldn't even read the paper because I was shaking, but I was just, like, trying to, like, I stumbled a little bit. I was like, keep going. And then I remember the last part of the read, but everything else is like a blur. And then I just was like, and then I remember getting off stage, crying my eyes out. I could barely even walk to, like, to where we were sitting at, because I was like having, like, a really bad anxiety attack. It was that was the worst one I've ever had. And I think it was because, like, I put everything into it. I was crying. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I was like, oh, I don't want to, like, because, you know, other people were getting on stage and I didn't want to, like, you know, get away from their performance. So I was, like, trying to hold it in. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, just don't worry about me. And then a group of us just came over me, and they like carried me back to where we were sitting at, and they was like, it's okay, Star, it's okay. And then Mommy Okada was looking at me. She was like this, and I was like, oh my god. It was insane. And then I remember going in the bathroom, and then I saw her. She came in the bathroom, and then she was smiling at me, and I was like, oh, hello. I was like, giving her respect, and I was like,
Yeah.
and because I was still having the anxiety attack, so I'm wiping tears from my eyes and stuff, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't know she was there until like she passed by me, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then fast forward to like the finals announcement. They announced the finalists, and then I was really sad because I didn't think I got it because of everything that was going on. I was like, but we'll just try it again next time. And then I was like, you know what, go support your friend Star. Go give them that support that they need, and like, be there for them. This is their moment. So I was like, let me go get up. And then I was like, let me go to the side of the stage. And then I don't know why, something just told me to go on the side of the stage. And then they were announcing everyone, and then they was like, but wait, there's more. And we were all like, what do you mean? And then they were like, we have actually 5 additional winners for the contest where you can do like the 30-minute consultation. And then they were calling everyone, and then they called my name like second in line. And then I was like, oh my god, I was not expecting it again at all. Started bursting out in tears. Felt bad again because I didn't want to bring attention to me. And I'm so happy, like, my friends, like, took pictures and stuff because my phone was dead.
Yeah.
And then it was just, I feel very grateful, very, really blessed. And it just shows, like, if you keep trying and keep going throughout everything, like, it will pay off. And like, the whole group that we had, like, for years, almost all of them got callbacks. There's still a couple of us that haven't, like, gotten callbacks left. A lot of us got to the finals, and callbacks and stuff like that. So throughout, because they still kept going, they still kept following them like I did, to each and every event, and just kept trying and pushing and evolving, and growing stronger and learning and just having fun. So yeah, it was amazing experience. I'll never forget it for the rest of my life, honestly.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's
and
that.
You got to do the interview.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was fun. It was really nice, and I didn't even know that they noticed me at all. And they was like, we were watching you the whole time, like, like evolving over the years and getting better, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was
just because you don't win, that doesn't mean you can't be a superstar one day.
Exactly.
Because you're already on that stage, you're improving, and you're already performing. One of those performances, it's funny, one of those performances that you did would be perfect probably for an anime role in the future. You look back, it's like 2024, I didn't win that, but that's perfect for this character. And then that finals one that I won with everybody else, that's perfect for this character. It's all a process, and the whole thing was them seeing your grind and not giving up. And to me, that's what tells them this person can last out here, because it's another way of winning, in my opinion.
That is
true. You gotta be very grateful and very, very, very proud of yourself for not giving up, because all those years of not winning, you were, because you were getting in front of them, and it was a way that you wanted to. It was your path.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own paths of getting there, but that was yours specifically, and you stuck to it. So,
yeah.
And you gotta be proud of yourself.
Oh, thank you. And I just hope anybody out there, just never, if you love it, never give up, because when you finally achieve it, it's like a feeling like none other. I remember when it happened, and I was just like standing on stage with like the confetti. Yeah. Oh my god. With like the confetti and stuff, and then we were all crying. Mommy was crying because of me, and like I started crying, and everybody else started crying, and then a whole bunch of voice actors were wrapped around me, and I was feeling bad because I felt like I needed to work harder. It was so weird.
You've been
I felt
working
like
hard.
I felt like I didn't work hard enough for it, but I don't know, it's so weird. And then I was like telling them, I was like, I work hard. I work hard for it. I worked so hard. And they was like, we know. And then everybody around us started crying too. And oh my gosh, I was like, how do you know? They was like, we watch you.
They see it. I'm telling you, that was the grind was the reward, not only for you, but for them to see all of that. To me, like, this is very controversial. You can definitely disagree with me on this. Again, there are two different ways of winning, and that's getting on that stage or actually winning the contest. I think the biggest one is getting on that stage. If you feel led to. If you don't and you're on another path, then I also respect that, because everybody's different. There's no like weight. You know what I mean? It's all for the current. It's all for the specific person, and it holds a lot of weight for them individually.
Right. And it really tests you, like, as an actor and as a person, like, if you can actually even get on the stage and perform, you know?
Yep. Again, if you're led to do that, and if it's a test that you specifically need to do, then, and you get on that stage, you've won. And to me, you won 8 times. So, you know, that's just me. So, you know, you have to put that in consideration. Also, you got in front of them 8 times. They saw the progression, and they saw, again, I'm like a broken record. They saw they can last. And that's, I think for me, I'm not to make this about me, but like I've had.
Yeah, I mean, we're interviewing you.
It's both of us. It's a conversation, girl. Come on.
Yeah,
I know.
true.
Wait, come on. I forgot what I was gonna say, but
it's okay. I do it all the time.
I think I was gonna say, like, they've seen the progression, and it's all about lasting, because I know what I was gonna say. On my path that I've felt led to do, that I've been on, it's, man, when, you know, because you know how it is remotely. We're both in Florida.
It's so hard.
I call it the Wild West out here, right?
Yes, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Disney, but like, for some reason, it's just like, it's so closed off. Like, they don't really record, you know, stuff here, really. So
and it's different type of acting. There is a hub in Miami. They have their own hub. Centauro, Universal, Synergia, and a few others. But, you know, it's like Florida is still up and coming in ways. And because of other logistics that I'm not very intelligent on, it's difficult. And I don't understand everything, but it is like the Wild West out here, and it's hard. The grind can really get to you, and especially, you know, I know from my experience it has for me, but I know for me, like, to stay on this path until I feel led to where I want to move, it's just, how am I going to react and going to get better with all of this competition, all of this anxiety, all of this imposter syndrome, which is like tripled.
Yes,
because of just where we are. This is not a us against the world type of thing. It's just the circumstances, and you just have to do the best with what you got.
And even life on top of that, you know, dealing with things that are going on in your personal life too. Like, it's like so hard to juggle everything together, and
it's I will say, for me, my journey has been wild, but you know, it's a story in its own right, you know.
And I get that.
Yeah,
I can't wait I want to dig into that and hear all about it.
Yeah, yep.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now. We get into
this is your chance.
Into the details. Oh yeah. Yeah. Where did you want to start, if I may ask?
Let's start from the beginning.
The
The day you were born.
Oh.
It was like a pun, but I mean we can't start there.
We can. It explains a lot, but I mean, I've done that in other podcasts, and it's man, it's an up and down story, man. It's
Yeah.
It deals with some heavy topics, and
Yeah, let's get into it, cause
you want
like
to?
I
Okay.
said, like I feel like there is somebody out there that's listening to this that probably has like a really similar story to yours and will influence them in doing it too. So like if you are comfortable, like if you're
Absolutely.
comfortable with it, so I don't want. Yeah, okay.
It's kind of a long story, a little bit. Is that okay, Star?
Yes, I love long stories. I love the lore.
Okay.
Yes, I
All
love
right,
that's
you give-
the podcast in itself.
you get the Josh Portillo lore. Okay.
Yay!
So, I was born on January 18th, 1995 in Jacksonville, Florida. To my parents, obviously. My mom, I do a little backtrack. My mom was a military brat. She moved all over the place. Hard to make friends. She lived in Hawaii for like 8 years. She lived in Germany when she was younger.
Oh wow.
Yeah, born in Kansas City. Go Chiefs, I guess. To other places, and then they settled at Fayetteville, where Fort Bragg is now, Fort Liberty. And so that was her. My dad, he was born in he was born in Virginia. Moved down to Jacksonville, lived a life. This is where it gets kind of, all my details get kind of like all over the place, Star, so I apologize.
No worries.
But they met each other. They were young. I'm not going to get into their business. They were young. They met each other at work. They used to work at a hibachi grill, a big one in Jacksonville that used to be there. It's not there anymore, unfortunately.
Okay.
But they met there, had me. And then, growing up, my dad was kind of like my hero. We used to play video games together. We used to watch movies together with my mom, of course.
Yeah.
And up until 4 years old, it was great. And then things changed.
Oh God.
Everybody's human. Everybody's human. I used to have a different reaction, a different way of explaining this part, but because currently I'm 31 years old, and there's a lot of, while I'm still young, there's been a lot of retrospection or introspection. And when I guess back then, during my parents' time, back in the 70s and 80s, it's like there wasn't a lot of therapy. There wasn't a lot of ways to talk about your issues. And
then even if there was, it was hard for parents to accept it and to get help.
Yep.
As well.
Yep. And they, unfortunately, not all of the people, but the environment that they were in was just not the best. And they were rebels in their own right. And when you got two rebels get together, not good. But and then it just kind of exploded. Bad stuff just kind of exploded. Maybe built up anger, childhood stuff, being an adult. For my dad, being a father. My mom, not knowing any better, that she doesn't need a man to be happy. That sort of stuff. I'm gonna try to explain this in a detailed but good way. So I still remember this night. This was 1999, March 1999, and my dad had gotten in a fight at work. And my mom had gotten a call at 8 o'clock from him, and it was an eerie call. Eerie. And long story short, we fall asleep. I still remember the steak steamed rice and green bean dinner that she made on a wooden table. And I still remember the Tasmanian devil green pillow. I still remember the Lion King blanket on the couch, and we fell asleep on the couch. And around 3 a.m., from what I've learned now, he comes in, and you can probably kind of guess what happens next. That. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I still remember the yells. I still remember the screams. I still remember walking in between the kitchen. And again, I was 4 years old, and my heart's pumping at a rate that it's not supposed to be pumping at. And my dad was on top of her with still like this freaking knife that looked. This is a dark comedy moment. This is not. It was like a miniature version of the Zempatu or whatever it's called from Bleach, and I was like, that thing is sharp. This is not
gosh.
Good, right?
Yeah.
And like I still remember my mom holding him back and saying like, Josh, go to your room, literally while holding him back from doing the do, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, don't look. And I looked. I watched everything. And I felt so bad in that moment, even at 4 years old, because I was like, I can't stop it. I can't do anything. I'm so powerless right now. I can't do anything. I just can't. I don't have the ability. And so I ran onto the couch, went underneath my Lion King blanket, and I waited. And I didn't know what the hell was going to happen. And I was like, I just hear screams everywhere. I just hear people getting hurt, or my mom getting hurt, my dad doing that. Sorry, I'm just fixing the volume.
Oh, yeah.
And about 15 minutes goes by, 20 minutes, and I lift my blanket up, and just everything's destroyed. The chairs are all over the place, broken up. There's like a bunch of like cluttered stuff all over the brown carpet. It was like in this eerie light that we had that was like on in the hallway. I just like, it's like if you tilt your head, it looked like a scene out of a horror movie.
Oh my
like the
gosh.
camera like doing that, and I still remember just like a broken, ripped up telephone, landline telephone thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, my memory kind of like checks out. From what I learned years later, so the neighbors heard my mother crying for help, and they called the police. We did not know they did that, of course. My mom had grabbed me, apparently, and was like, we need to get out of here, or he's going to kill us. I can't remember this part, but this is probably why I don't like guns. So my dad had a handgun, and he held. My mom told me this. He held her by the collar, held her up, and was like, excuse my language, but it's like, you ain't going fucking anywhere. Like, stay the fuck here. And I was there, and I can't remember anything, so I guess, It's funny, and this is what makes me a believer. Right when we got into the doorway and he did that and said all that shit, the cops are right there. Right outside.
Watching
And about to take his ass down.
Oh my gosh.
And they did. And they brought him to the cop car. He gave us the dirtiest look. I still remember it. And, they were questioning my mom, and, I was like, you're too nice for your own good. She didn't say everything that I saw. And that is a known thing in law enforcement when it comes to domestic abuse, domestic violence. The one of the partners does not say all the whole truth because they love the person.
Yeah.
That is just a thing.
That is very true.
That is a thing. So I still remember them leaving. I still remember us going to my aunts or my godmothers, and I was watching Dexter's Lab.
Oh, wow.
I still remember it was the episode where Dee Dee versus the ninjas and the sky was red. I still remember all of that. And this was 29 or 31, 30, 29, 28, 27 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it's that kind of really did change kind of like the trajectory of my life.
Yeah.
Because my development mentally and just whatever, it got out of whack. They sent me to a mental institution for kids who have seen terrible things.
Okay.
Apparently, I thought it was church school. That's what my mom told me.
Yeah. You were just like, okay.
Sure. And at the end of this part of the story, I guess, my dad only got 2 days of jail for it. So.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Got 2 days of jail for that, but again, because my mom didn't tell the cops everything, that it was actually a double attempted murder. There's that. So he came back.
I was just about to ask.
He did.
Okay.
He did. He came back, and it's like nothing even happened. We picked him up from jail, and he didn't say a word. It was like he fell asleep, basically. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand anything of what was going on. And in the years that passed, I would have these episodes, man. I would have these episodes of just anxiety, just a lot of intrusive thoughts, just like very bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really know how to handle it. I would be shaking, I would be hanging out with my mom, on the couch, or, we'd be watching TV or something, and I'd just be, I would be just in another world, basically. And I didn't really know how to interact with kids. I didn't really know how to make friends. I didn't really know how to just be normal, I guess.
Who can blame you? Like, you went through something so.
It was rough, and I didn't understand. I thought it was all my fault that I'm feeling this way, and especially when I would see stuff like that was like the things that I saw, like maybe trials on TV or just America's Most Wanted or something like that. My mind would start racing. I would get in these anxiety attacks and these moments, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, like, am I going to be like that? Am I going to do something to myself? Or, am I going to hurt somebody like that? Like, it was a lot at 6, 7, 8 years old. And I remember I got so done with it all that to respect the listeners or viewers, I wanted to unalive myself. So I still remember it. My mom was sleeping on the couch in the living room, and I went into the kitchen. I hated school. I didn't have a lot of friends. Deep down, I knew my dad was a piece of shit. Or just the way he...
Just not a good person.
At that point, it's hard to say. It's just from a person who has not had the right people around him and the right guidance and the right, just the right friends. It's led him to do that, and Yeah, I remember I got the same knife. I still remember that. The same sword-looking knife. I held it up to my face. And there was just this voice in my head. I didn't know what it was, but it was like, you can't go yet. You have things to do. Whatever those things are, I don't know. But you have things to do. You can't go yet. And I was so mad at myself that I didn't have the guts to do it. I didn't understand. So I tried it again, but it didn't work. It was the same type of like thought that I had. That, your time here is not done. You have so much to do. And whatever it is, you have to be ready for it. So I put the knife away, and I didn't tell my mother for another, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For another 5 years, I didn't open up to her about that. We moved. Long story short on this part, I failed the 4th grade. That sucked. Oh man, when you're one of the fattest kids in elementary school, and also you fail a grade, who dog?
And then all the kids know because they went up and I also failed the 2nd grade, and I also failed I think I failed twice, so I got held back twice. So yeah, I definitely get
I'm
you
sorry
there.
you had to go through that.
Oh, thank you.
Kids
I was
cruel.
also
They can
bullied
be.
as well, so it was just
Kids can be cruel.
Cruel.
Kids can be cruel. I remember this one kid was like, "Oh my gosh, you failed? You're a grade below us? Man, you suck." And then he just like walks away. He did that numerous
It's
times.
just like stuff like that just sticks in your brain, like.
It's like I'm 31 years old and I can still remember
I
that.
still remember, yes.
I'm like-
I remember a lot of instances like that too. It's like, why is it still like here?
Yeah,
it's just
I
like,
have. Yes. You get it. Yeah, it sucked. I still remember, like I told my friend JB, I was like, I still remember the moment or the times when I would sit in the hallway to wait for our homeroom teacher to let us in, and all the kids that were in my class that I failed with, or that they went above me, walked past me while I was sitting down, walked past me into the 5th grade hall, and I was just like, man, this sucks, man.
Yeah. It feels like they're leaving you behind.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to. But then I honestly, I'm happy that I kind of like, cause I don't know, like the generations before me, I felt like I never, even though like when I was in high school, middle school, I was never like a popular kid, but apparently I just talked to like some people I went to high school with, and they said like I was known, but like I was always the kid in like the back just sitting, and then like I get picked on, but apparently I didn't know that, but it was like I felt like I fit in more with that age group than I did with the older age group, even though it was all like really bad.
I feel that. It's finding your your crowd, It took me a long time to find mine, and then you grow up and you're like, you find different crowds and all that stuff. When you were younger, it was hard because it was like linear. It's like a linear video game. You're just, 1 grade, 2 grade, 3 grade, 4 grade. You failed. Oh, crap. Now you got drama. And it's like, you had to make it interesting a little bit to get to the ending. Now you got conflict. Now the girl that you like is in the grade above you. Now that causes even more drama, it sucks, right? It stinks.
Wait for me. Oh my god.
No!
Gosh, we live the same life, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It sucks. But it's all here. It's all. We're both here, and we're both now telling our stories. So
Yes.
it's good. But
and thank you so much for sharing that. Like, oh my gosh, and now like look at you. Like I knew I was in for a treat. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There is more if you want more. If you want more lore.
Give me more.
Give me more. Okay.
Sorry.
Because we haven't even gotten past arc 1 yet. Gosh. So you failed, or not you? Well, shit.
I mean, yeah. We failed. We failed. but look at us now.
Wait,
Hey there, bully. Are you watching? Look
Not-
who's laughing at who now.
Right. Right. No, but okay.
Right.
So that happened. That happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got kind of my act together a little bit with school. But the other thing that was kind of, egging on me was my weight and my just overall health mentally. I remember opening up to my mom randomly when I was 13, just saying, like, I hate dad, I hate this life. I almost, unalived myself whenever I was 8, twice, I hate him. I hate him. He is ruining our lives. And when you get older, you're 13, 14, you're not young. You're a teenager at that point. You're thinking. You have thoughts. You can put 2 and 2 together and being like
together. Yes, like a puzzle piece. Like
yes.
I know what you mean.
Take away all of the games. Take away all of the useless entertainment that's been thrown at you. Take away all of that. Look at where you are. And this is a good therapy strategy that I've learned too in my time in therapy. It's like self-awareness. Where are you? You are. Look at your house. Look at how is it?
So
it's
important.
Dirty. It is. It's like you're in a frat house basically. It's dirty. He's never here. Your parents never hang out. Your mom is always at home. He's made her quit her job. That's another thing. That was pretty bad. But just because he thought that she was cheating on him, which she wasn't.
My gosh.
And it's like your mom, you and your mom are going through it, and your mom's having her times, having her troubles, her difficulties, her mental health issues that like you, and it's like you're surrounded by a lot of beer cans and all that and things got to change, and you look into the mirror and you're like, if you want to change some stuff, you got to change yourself. And I knew if I wanted to make any type of change in my life, it had to start with me, because at that point in 6th grade I was 345.
Oh wow.
That was my highest, and I was like, I am on the crash course for, diabetes and death. I'm going to eat myself out of this life, so I need to do something. And I did not like, there's another thing. I did not like sports. I did not like football because I don't like hitting people. And of course, now that you've heard stuff about me, you probably wonder, you probably know why I don't like hitting people. It's because of my dad and, all that crap. And, but the coaches at the middle school I was at, I was a big kid, so they wanted me. And I tried out. I was so scared. And they were about to cut me, but the head coach was like, he's let this kid through. I think he needs it. And so, I was able to get on. And I remember after the football season, going into the weight room by myself and start working out by myself, going at my own pace, but being consistent with it and being, putting time with it and being dedicated to it and just finding a safe haven. I remember being in the weight room alone and having the music on. No one was bothering me.
Yeah.
And it just felt like for the first time in my life, it was like the bonfire in Dark Souls. It was like going to your home base or whatever the home base is in whatever video game you're playing. It just felt safe. No judgment. When I was by myself, no one yelling at you, no one calling you a fat ass, no one calling you useless, that sort of crap.
You.
Yeah, you're just you, and you're improving. By the end of 7th grade, I had lost like 145.
Oh wow.
And at that point, that's what gave me perspective. I was like, if I can change myself,
Mm-hmm.
I think I can change our living environment. And for me, that was such a jump because that's
Mm-hmm.
so beyond, for me, that was so beyond like, are you saying it's like, are you doing a world change right now? Are you doing a Kratos from Sparta to wherever he's at in the new games, like Norse mythology? Like, is that what you're trying to do, bro? Dude,
Main
you are in
character
like in my
energy
mind.
for
I'm like, your
real.
home life is domestic violent home life. You are, you live in a frat house basically, and that's your life. Your parents are gonna die together, and they're gonna die probably rebels or some crap like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unhealthy, controlling, manipulative, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hell no. We need to change that. We need to change
Yeah.
that. We need to change that. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with someone like that, it's like it's hard to catch them in the act. It's hard. You can't call the police on them and say, hey, remember this dude from 1999 that did all that? Yeah, arrest him. But he's not doing anything. All he's doing is yelling, and he finds his moments. When he got older, he started to do more emotional and verbal. He would throw things probably. My mom would always say he would throw like vases and shit all over the place, and that's why like I come home from school and there's a broken vase on the ground. I'm like, what happened here? Oh wait, duh, yeah.
Oh,
He does that
wow.
crap. He did it behind my back, and I'm not saying that my mom ain't my mom would tell you straight, firsthand, she wasn't a saint either, but I could see what's wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I thought to myself, I'm like, the police won't believe me. Everybody loves my dad in the city. My dad was at one point he was the most liked or the best hibachi chef in Jacksonville. I remember that in a newspaper. Everybody loved my dad. He was good with people. He was a good talker, and he was a good entertainer. And to me, when I figured that out, I was like, well, crap. I can't really go against that either, can I? So I was like, again, you just have to change. You have to do something with yourself. What can you do to change and to maybe innovate and to maybe just to show that you want change? If you want change, you got to change yourself. You have to improve yourself. And I thought, well, I can always try to get a better education and try to get far into football, even though I'm not a big fan of it. So I decided to try to enter a Christian college preparatory high school, which was a very high like jump from where I was like academically. I got in, which was a godsend, right? And from there, like the mission was get a full ride so you two can leave. That was my headcanon. That was the dream. I did not care really about college. I didn't really care about my future or anything. I just wanted us to be safe. And I thought, for me, there's not a lot I can do, but at least I think I can do that. And so I kept it under wraps. My mom kind of knew what I was doing. She's smart, and she's like, I'll stay with him for 4 years so you can stick this out. Go make me proud, basically. Cause she saw like, me starting to get a good education, all that stuff. I was starting to get a head over my shoulders. Like I was starting to understand, what I could do in the world, I guess. It was hard, I gotta say, in high school. My mom's health started to decline a little bit. She had like this benign tumor that kept growing, and so she had that for all 4 years, and it was like a time bomb, and we didn't have insurance. There was also a deal that we made with the school because we're very lower class. That's what we were. My mom was like, we live in the projects. That's what we live at. And the deal was basically, I believe, what it was. If I had a D on one report card, I'd be kicked out. Because it's a private school. They have standards.
Yeah.
So I had to. There was a lot of stress, Star. A lot. For a teenager, you're wanting to get out. You're wanting to change your world, basically. You're wanting to
Help
see
your
your
mom.
Yeah, see your mom happy again, have a chance. And it doesn't. I think I could say this now. For reasons, she still had those love goggles on, and I think it was my job to say, hey, we need to leave, or you're going to. I don't know when your time is. I don't know when any of our times are.
It's not going to end well.
It's not going to end well. You're not going to end life with the guy that you love.
Yeah.
So that you really don't love. Like maybe you do, but this is not love. No. So all 4 years, Star, I remember I would work out over and over and over and over again, breaking my body down. If I was a fan of Berserk and Guts back then, he would have been on my wall, like the struggler. I would have been like, that's my shit right there. I can relate to that. I know we've been talking a lot about this stuff.
No,
not even voice acting. It'll get there. Trust me.
Yeah, this is a part of the lore.
I promise. I'm gonna fast forward through high school. So junior year, I tore my ACL.
Oh no!
You know what? A lot of people don't understand what that is, but I know just from that reaction, you know what that is.
Oh,
that is almost a career-ending injury.
Yes.
And
oh my gosh.
And you work with kids. You work at a gym, so you have understanding of this stuff. I don't think you're gonna like this part. So my coach, I sat out of spring ball. My junior year, I didn't get it operated on. I played on it.
No, you didn't.
I did, and it gets worse. So because I did that, and I, overcompensation is a thing. I tore the other one. It was my senior year. I went to my coach. He knew my situation. I'd been living by this point. I've been jumping from home to home basically, and because my mom understood, if you stay around here, you're going to kill your father. You need to get this. You need to go hard in school and complete your time at the school that you're at. But if you need to leave here, I'll be fine. Go, be a teenager. There's a lot of drama around here. Just be a teenager. It's hard to balance that.
Right.
So I was bouncing from home to home. One of them was my coach's, and he understood my situation. But by senior year, I had tore both. They were I have never gotten my knees operated on up until now. Even now, they're the same knees. And I went to my coaches, and I was like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Is there another way? And back then I would say this was all them, but I did say yes, so I take ownership. They convinced me to play, and I remember having 2 braces on and play in my mind that whole season played with 2 torn ACLs.
Oh my gosh, Josh!
It was wild. That hurt so freaking much.
I can only imagine.
The explosion off the ball, the spring that I had in my freshman year and even my sophomore year was not there anymore. It was all upper body. It was all right here, because I was a nose guard. I couldn't play both sides of the ball anymore, so I was a nose guard. and I could just use my upper body and plug in the gaps.
Yeah.
But it hurt, and I did not get any colleges. It was a mission failure. And my mom was at that point, she was like, I'll just stay with your dad so you can go to college. I was like, fuck no, that's the reason why I came to this high school, damn it.
And that's why you were working so hard and doing that with a torn ACL. It's, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And now, this is where it gets kind of fun. This is where I met all my friends. So that same year, I joked myself into doing the, chorale, right? My mom says you don't lie, so I was like, I guess I don't. I guess I'm doing chorale in my senior year. And I found out that I was a tenor, out of all things. And I ended up auditioning for the musicale. We did Phantom of the Opera. That was fun.
I hear that one's a good one.
It is. And, we did that. And just the friends I made along the way, they, for up until this point, I was 18 years old now, and it was hard to make people or to convince people of my situation at home, because most of the people that I knew knew Gino, my dad, from the hibachi place, that he was a known chef, that he was good. And besides that, though, to all my other friends that I had, it was hard to just get into it.
Yeah.
The friends that I made that senior year, they believed. And we're still friends today, I live with two of them.
That's the one, at least 17 years. Okay.
Yep. And I love them, and they believed. And I remember one of them, Lee. Yeah, he's like a brother to me, and he's like, we're gonna get your mom out somehow. And I was like, I didn't know what to think, because I was like, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I don't even know about my own future. At this point, I just want to see her have a different life. And again, I don't know when our times are. So, I keep saying long story short because I'm not going to say all the details, but it was like a community effort in the end. All my friends, whether they were encouraging, believing, or helping firsthand, it took all of that to kind of change our world, basically. And I wouldn't be here right now talking to you if we didn't go through all that.
Yeah.
We got her out. We changed, the environment. She finally saw, like, just, this is not right. I have a whole, like, my son has all of his friends now seeing what he sees. It's not just, it's right there, And I still remember Lee and I taking her to the Greyhound station and hugging her, and after so many ups and downs, because this process was wild. It was so stressful. I wished her off, and she went back home to North Carolina, and it wasn't an easy road, of course, even when she got there, getting back on her feet and everything. But after that, divorce papers came in, and it was over.
Wow.
Graduated high school, went to college, tried to do ministry. It wasn't right for me, and then went back to Jacksonville, because my mom, at the same time, she was like, Josh, he's still your father, and he does love you. You need to make peace with him. You need to forgive him for everything. So one of the things that led me back home to go to college there was that. Um, that experience did change him. I met him again, and he cried in my arms. He understood. I remember him. I told him everything. I was stone faced with him too. I was like, "You ain't seeing her again."
Yeah.
Like, but I'm here, and he's like, "I understand. I'm just glad that you're safe, that you're here." And I felt it was hard. It was confusing. I mean, I had so many years that I villainized this man. He was my motivation, like for a good decade. And I was like, now I have to make peace with him. And at some point, I was getting used to it. And I still remember one of the last things he told me, because unfortunately he passed away. He passed away actually that year when I made peace with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he told me, and this was when I didn't really understand. I was in my early 20s at this point, and I didn't understand life, of course. You're only 20.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's like, son, you just, you have to stop and smell the roses, because you never know when they're going to be gone. And you just gotta be grateful for what you got. He told me that. I remember we promised each other that he would come to the college and cook us a dinner, because he was a good cook.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to just change. I could see it. He just wanted a new beginning, and he never got it. He passed away, and that kind of left me. It was weird, because I was like, I wished for so many years that he would just die, and I got it. And that's not what I expected.
And then it felt, yeah.
And it did affect my mother in a lot of ways. So for a few years there, I went through college and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Then by my second to last year, I believe, that's when I got with Ryan. That's when I got with my friend, one of the friends I live with, that we were talking about before we started the podcast. And he wanted to be a voice actor. And I was like, you know what? I need something good right now. I need something good to happen right now. Because if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Around this point, Star, those health issues started creeping up again. My mom got that benign tumor figured out and got that out.
Mm-hmm.
But she always had like bad health issues. She got MS. And it was a very hard time. And I just, around that time, it just kept, one thing after the other over the years. And so we Ryan and I, we ended up doing voice acting together. He wanted to, and I wanted to support him. We went through the whole Danganronpa series. We practiced with that. Then we got our equipment. We started recording auditions from Casting Call Club. Met our friends. Some of we still have them today. Some of them I know he does. And for me personally, I just felt led to, after Ryan kind of talked to me, kind of had a mini intervention with me a little bit, saying like, you're going in a lot of directions. And, you got to pick one. And I said, maybe voice acting, it's the scariest path, but I think I have to dedicate myself to that. And, some stuff happened here and there. I'm fast forwarding because, I'd like to talk about other stuff, but I want to finish the story. So, so just a lot of stuff happened around 2018 and 2021. Mom health issues, just other crap that didn't work out. Some of it my fault. Some of it just stuff that didn't work out again. And so, I decided to do do the 2-job grind, trying to grow into voice acting and do a desk job. And my friends were encouraging me to go full time with it and do full time with voiceover. They're like, you need to take the jump now. You have the cushion. You have the people around you. It's time. And they were right. So I took the leap in 2022. I went full time with it. It's busy. It's stressful. It's we can talk more logistics about it after, but it's a grind. It's it's a grind, and you're good. But I'm glad I did. My mom was very proud, and my friends were proud. And around 2023 was when I started to take trips to Los Angeles, to Dallas.
Oh, okay.
But around this time, man, it was the writing on the wall. Health issues were getting super bad with my mom. And I'm not going to say a lot of her business.
Yeah.
I don't want to. But I would have to say we all have demons. We all have issues.
Yeah.
Hers, unfortunately, was just more out in the open. I'll just say that. And I know what it was from. It was from guilt that my dad passed away. It was from other stuff. And it was just from that theme that we talked about in the beginning. It's just, it's hard to talk about sometimes, especially in that generation that didn't really grow up with it. It's to be tough. It's to deal with it and to move forward.
Yeah.
Not
to process it at all, you know, like.
Yeah, especially when you're a military brat too, and your father is hard, and a sergeant major and all that. It's difficult, and it was rough. She had to get open heart surgery. She had to get her leg amputated.
Oh, wow.
I can't put it into words, just seeing that someone that you care about and who was really your first best friend. I mean, her and I went through hell and back together. And we did all that stuff when I was in school. My friends were proud of her for letting go. We were hoping for the best. She met I say she met her soulmate. My great stepdad, Chris. He's a good dude. I love him to death. That man has seen a lot of war, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she met him, because that's all she wanted. I feel like that was her dream. I feel like besides seeing me have a happy life, like what any good mother would want for their children, I feel like she wanted someone, and I feel like that's a legit dream, to have someone you care about and to be with them until the time. And she did find that. So, but my grind to find where my next stop was, for voiceover, basically, kind of halted in 2024. I hate 2024.
Wow.
It was in 2024 where I knew the end was near. It was close to being time. And I, you can call me a mama's boy and all that stuff, but from what I've been through with my mom, she was one of my best friends. She was my first best friend. Yeah. And to see your first best friend just get cut down slowly, it's a chilling scene. And to see them still be tough and to smile and to tell you to not worry and to have a good life and to focus on voiceover and to be with your friends, it's hard to balance.
Yes.
It's It's one of the we were talking about it before the podcast. It's the reason why I'm in. It's one of the big reasons why I'm in Orlando right now. Is I felt like when it happens, I'm gonna need time, and I'm gonna need to be around people that understand my situation, that have been there since I was 18, since I was 19. They saw the struggle and they've seen it up until now. And so, you know, in 2024, man, I was tested. I'm talking working full-time voiceover, which is very stressful, and worrying about every call on your phone, every text, you are on the edge of your seat saying, is this it? Is she dead? Is this the text? I went through that for about 2 years. 2023, 2024 was where it was the worst. And all I could think about was, I just want one anime. I just need one. Like, I was in a rut in early 2024. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to be like, you know, but at this point, I felt like I had proven myself in certain ways. I could hold myself in anime. I could hold myself. I can carry myself. That's what I meant. In cartoons, you know, I've grinded. People have seen my grind within the community. I'm not popular with the public, but in the community, people have seen me. And they see my grind, they see my work, and I think from listening to my story star, you see why, like, I'm always consistent.
Yes.
It's just ingrained. And at that point, I was just like, I just need one. Just one. I told my mom before her surgery, her open heart surgery that she had, you know, I was trying to find my way into Crunchyroll, which I knew deep down, I was like, they don't do remote. So I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But I wanted to believe it. Again, I just wanted one. I just need one. I just want to send her out with one. And then my friend Donald, who had a connection, said, "Hey, they want us this one studio that I know. It's kind of sketchy, a little bit, maybe." You know, and we had just moved to our apartment that we're in right now. In Orlando, basically. And I was like, "Okay, what the heck is it, Donald? What is it, Don?" And he's just like, "It's for this anime. It has something with a deer." And I was like, "I bet." Freaking weird. So, you know, we get in contact with the studio. They explain the whole thing. And while I'm auditioning for this anime, I'm like, this is the meme that's going around. This is the meme of the blonde chick that's dancing with the deer. Whoa, that's wild. Okay, that's crazy. All right, we're doing that. All right. And then at the end of the audition, you know, or just a little bit later, a few days later, they're like, "You're the deer." And I'm like, "Oh, so I'm the deer that the chick is dancing to." Okay. Wow. That's wild.
You found out that day?
Or... a few days later. A few days later. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then they're like, "We're going to test you a little bit. We want you to be this other male character. His name is Yoshiharu." And it was just me. That's skinnier with glasses. That's also a barista, which it was funny because my mom was a barista, which is it was really cool. And so we did My Dear Friend Nokatan, all remote cast. It was preparation meeting opportunity, because if I wasn't good enough, then I wouldn't have gotten that opportunity. And my mom got to see that.
Oh,
which is fine.
Yes.
Which is cool. I got to send her off with that. Um,
Oh.
I will say the story's almost done, but yeah. So after that, in September, the end of September, it was time.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the call. I remember I was here. I was right here, Star, where I had my last conversation with her. And it was the lights were off. I was seeing her on my phone, and she was just out of it. She was just tired. She's like, "Okay, baby, I'll talk to you later." Hang it up, and I was just like, I'm just looking around the booth. I'm like, that was the last time, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
The next day, or the next morning, Chris calls. My stepdad calls, and he's like, or I can't even remember it now, but either my friend, my mom's friend Cheryl, or Chris reached out to me and said, "It's time." And so my friends on and off over the years have been with me on these trips for these close calls. She had a close call in 2020, kind of a close call in 2023. Yeah. And this time I had to go alone. I remember driving 10 hours to Fort Liberty. And I could not, I was sitting beside her at around like 9. And she was out of it. She, they're just using all the machines to keep her alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat there with her for 3 hours, and I couldn't handle it. Deep down, I felt like my mom would want me to go check on Chris right now. And the doctors were like, "You do what you got to do. There's no right or wrong answer." And she would understand. I went to go see Chris. And I can see that, again, this is a guy who's been in war for 20 plus years. He did a lot of tours. Like 13 plus. He's seen a lot. And he told me, he's like, "Josh, your mom could have passed while you were driving. Your mom could have passed right now while we're talking. What matters is that you have peace in yourself, that, that you can move on. And you've said what you've wanted to say. Are you at peace right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I am." And he's like, "Yeah, because the movie endings don't exist, or they're very rare. They're very rare.
Very rare. Yeah.
They're very rare, and I don't see that happening." In another podcast, when I've said this story, I said to the interviewer, I was like, "Well, in my mind, when he said that, I'm like, well, you don't know my mom and I. It's gonna have something. I know it." And it did. So at 4 a.m., Chris wakes me up, and he's like, "We gotta go. We gotta go." And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, he was very respectful, and he's like, "Are you staying, or are you going?" And I was like, "I'm going. I gotta finish it." And just at this point, I was just remembering everything. I was remembering 1999. I was remembering all the times we had. I was remembering, because it was her and I for a long time, and I did not have a lot of friends, and even the friends that I had, I just, I had friends back then, of course, growing up, but like, no one could, of course, it's my mom, right?
Yeah.
She understood, and we understood each other's pains, and we went through hell together, and she was my motivation for a lot of things when I was younger, and it's funny, she's my motivation for that anime It was all full circle kind of deal. And I was like, I need to finish it. I need to see her pass, or at least be in the proximity.
Right.
So the three of us, it was Chris, Cheryl, and myself. We go into the car, go into his pickup truck. My heart's racing because I'm like, I know this is about to be one of the worst days of my life. While we're driving, we're at Fort Liberty. We're on this long road. We're close to the hospital. And up in the sky, there's a green shooting star. Not half a second later, Star, the phone rang. His cell phone. My stepdad takes his phone, and on the phone it says Kim on it. My mom's name. We were all freaked out. He's like, hello? Who is this? There's no talking. And then it was the doctor. And they used her phone to call us and said, how close are you? We're like, we're very close, like a minute away. And it's like, it's time. You all need to get here now. Okay. I've never seen timing like that, Star. Never. And so we go. I say my piece. It's my last words. There's something I forgot to mention. When I was in middle school, there was this creed that they taught us. And the creed goes, for this is the beginning of a new day. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given us this day to use as we will. We can waste it or use it for good. For what we do today is important, for we have exchanged a day of our lives for it. We want it to be good, not bad, gain, not loss, success, not failure, so that we will never regret the price that we paid for it. I still remember that, and I learned it at 13 years old. And we all did. All the kids did. I know a lot of them probably forgot it by now. 30-plus-year-old men now, right?
Yeah, right.
But for me, I felt it could be adopted into something for me. I can take that for myself. And it was with that. That was learning that and that time in middle school and just, my mom believing in me and encouraging me to lose weight and, not talking down on me and all that stuff, and seeing the domino effect afterwards, losing the weight, going to the private school, and then meeting the people, and then we all helped to change our world, basically. She met Chris. It wouldn't have happened if if that time in middle school didn't happen. If I personally didn't take that leap and she didn't believe, right?
Right.
And I was like, standing beside her in her hospital room. She already knew I loved her.
Yeah.
We were the type of mother and son that always said, I love you. And she already knew that. And I was like, what are my last real words going to be to her? I don't know. And I need to say something or I'm going to regret it. I need to just say something.
Mm-hmm.
And it just came to my mind, and I just kind of whispered to her, and it was the creed. And I was like, it all started with that, and it's going to end with that. Because I was like, just learning that was one of the first good things in my life, and it helped you. We're going to end it with that. I stepped out. of the room. I let Chris take my place. And, you know, my mom was always a strong individual, strong-willed. She was a rebel, and she liked to do things her way. She liked to, you know. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit right here outside this room, and I'm going to let you do your business. Chris took my spot, and, you know, I wanted him to be close to her. But it was kind of like my last thing to her. I'm like, you're a big girl, and I know you always have. You know, you don't need anybody saving you. Like, you can save yourself. You were strong this whole time, and I know, like, it was a, I don't know if I'm even explaining this right, but it sounds kind of sick, but I was like, do what you got to do. And then she passed, you know. We left the hospital, and it was a blur. I remember, you know, my stepdad, you know, both of us crying and everything, or just like me. Actually, I was trying to hold it together, for him. But Star, I will tell you one thing: I have never screamed like that in my life. When I drove, because I decided to leave the morning of, because I just couldn't stay in the vicinity that she was in not too long ago. And I drove out of the neighborhood. I stopped, and that is the loudest I have screamed and the longest I have screamed ever in my life. It was rough. But while that was all happening, I swear, there was this image I had in my head, and I just had this image of, like, my mom, because she was in a wheelchair because of her amputation. I could picture her getting up from the wheelchair with her 2 feet, and her just looking at me and going, "Stop it. I'm fine. Just go. You have to go. You have to keep going. Like, don't feel sorry for me. I'm fine. Go." And I remember just, like, I was crying, and I'm telling you, and drove. It was like okay.
Yeah.
And just drove
you could, like, see her.
Yeah, and just drove in, like, for 6 or 8 hours back home. I went back to Jacksonville to be with some of my family friends, and I still kind of remember that. It was in my mind, but I was just like, something's pushing you. Something's telling you, you have to keep going. You have to keep going. Go. Like, you can't stay stuck. It's happened. It's terrible. It's traumatic. But go. You know? And I kind of made like a declaration in myself. I looked at my surroundings. Like, my mother is not here anymore. This is definitely a world change, you know, in a way. You are a remote voice actor. You know how hard this is. A lot of people don't believe in you. A lot of people will not believe in you. Nothing on the voice actors that you see. This is not jealousy. I'm just putting that out right now. It is hard to become something like that where you are right now.
Yeah.
But I was like, Joshua Portillo, what are you going to do? You need to heal first before you move your ass somewhere else. You need to take responsibility for yourself, not feel sorry for yourself, and be like, you need to mourn. And mourning doesn't take just a year.
Yeah.
This is a very traumatic event. You need to put attention to this. You've surrounded yourself with the right people. You've built up enough clientele to keep going with remote voice acting or full-time voiceover work. You listened to your mother. You kept going with it. what can you make out of yourself right now? And it's like, again, you can't compare because you're not going to be like those people that you see that are in the big animes, all that. No, you have to make something for yourself right now. While you're remote, while you're in Florida, while you're here, you need to do this, and you need to do it for her. And I was like, all right, bet. Fine. With one anime to my name. And, a lot of indie stuff, which indie is, I always said indie is the future.
It is. It's here.
It's here. The indie revolution. But you Star, and again, this isn't against any other voice actors. You know how hard it is at those conventions.
Yes.
When, you only have like a little bit, and it's a mind game.
It really is.
It is. And thankfully Nokotan was hot at the time. I'm here going, there's some conventions around here, and I need to start talking to people and not stay in one place in my booth because I'm just a depressed mess right now. With one anime credit and a few other things, I'm going to start going to conventions. I don't give a fuck, basically.
Yeah.
2 weeks after she passed, I remember doing a small convention next to me, not too far from me. Good. I still remember the guy, Scotty. We're still in contact with each other, him and his family, and they let me guest, and that was really fun. After that, we did WasabiCon in Jacksonville. Then we did Abby Passion and I did KisuCon in Portland, which was fun. Then we did a lot in 2025. We went all over the place, the Nokotan gang and I, and it was all for her. Because I knew deep down, I was like, for me at least, I was like, cons are not my thing right now, man. I don't think I have the credits for that.
Yeah, and
yet.
Your mom literally passed away 2 weeks before. So the fact that you're even doing anything at all.
Yeah, I remember this awesome voice actress that we were with at KisuCon, Molly Cersei. We were all talking shop at KisuCon, and I was telling her my situation without trauma dumping because I was like, I hate that crap. And she's like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" Not in a mad way, but you're supposed to be at home.
Yeah.
With family or friends. Come on now. But it's deep down, what you got to do sometimes. You have to, if you feel led to do something like this in a positive manner, you just got to do it. If it's your way of mourning, then it's hard to talk against that. And, all of 2025 was a grind, Star.
I saw it.
Yeah. One of the small goals I had, well, big goals, I guess, was, I was like, I want to book my first big lead, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. And I know it's not going to be like a video game or anything like that because I know it. I'm not in the area, and I have not proven myself to the right people. I get it. I get the business a little bit. And I don't want to be needy because I'll be honest, I was needy 2023, 2024 a little bit, even 2022 when her health issues were starting to go up, and I wanted to make something out of myself for her and for myself. So I was like, I've done that before and I hate it. It's not a good look. So it's like, I wonder what it's going to be. I'll just say I think she would love Talking Tom. That's what I would say.
Oh my gosh. When I saw that, I was like, oh!
Yeah. I think she would love Talking Tom. And I know this story is going so long, but I have to tell this part.
I love it. I'm here for it. This is you. This is your story.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
Thank you. It's wild. But this, for Talking Tom, okay, so it all ties into this stuff. So when my mom passed, I'll be honest, Star, I was not a happy camper, of course.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I always prided myself on being a good dude, being
Mm-hmm.
naturally a good dude, one that encourages. I love heroes. I love the heroic stories. I love the hero's journey. I love, Marvel. I love one of my favorite heroes is Solid Snake. And he's not perfect, but in his actions, but in some, he's grizzled, he's all this stuff, but he
Right.
gets the job done. It's those type of guys. Fox McCloud, all these guys, and man, I was just I'm just super angry. I'm like
The
talking
small
bad
things.
Yeah, talking
You
bad
set
to
you
my
off.
friends, talking bad to my friends, like how I talk to clients even, and
Yeah.
it was just, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, Star. I'm getting there. I'm better. I'm way better now, but it's still a process. I'm not perfect, or I'm not like, it's still hard. I still have my days. I'm not healed fully, but it was hard. And my friend JB and I, my bro JB and I, we always talk on the porch, and we reminisce about our days in high school, because that's where we met, college even, but he's like, he's still there. That younger you, that senior year and junior year, he's still there. It's just hard right now.
Yeah.
He's like, and then at the end he's like, your mother just passed. What the hell?
Yes,
Like,
literally everybody's like, what
the hell? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Gosh,
What are you doing? Stop. But it's it's hard.
You have a work ethic like me. I've noticed that. Like it's like,
Go
yeah.
after it. You get after
And
it.
I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe it was a way to like, not, I guess, like escape or like cope, because the more busy you are, the less you think about it.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So I understand that.
It's the same thing. And when I got the audition for Tom, it was kind of hard because of who he is.
Yeah.
He's kind of happy.
Like,
He's happy.
oh, yeah. Literally the
he's
opposite of what you're going through.
opposite. Yeah, and it kind of reflects of how I kind of was in high school a little bit, in a more increased way, because it's a cartoon, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the director, because we had done this read for Tom like 3 times, and it was good. I'm definitely a contender for the role, but it's just not there. I keep talking at the character. I'm like, it's like almost like I'm competing with the character that I'm talking with in the scene, and it's aggressive in a way. It's at your face, and that kind of like coincides with how I feel inside. Anger. And the director, Alex, he's amazing, and he took his time with me, and he's like, Tom is a very loving person. He doesn't compete. He cares about, he listens, and he levels out the group, and he loves his friends, and he wants to support them and all that. I cried while he was explaining all of that, because it was everything that I wanted to get back from myself that I thought I lost.
Oof.
And he didn't see that because the camera wasn't on.
Yeah.
But when he said all that, I was like, I'll just act like how I was in high school. And I did that, and about a week later or 2 weeks later, I found out that I booked the role.
Wow.
And And
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
like, wow, so he is still there. You know,
Oh my
I'm still here.
gosh.
You know, I haven't lost myself. So that role, like, I know it's not as popular with the crowd right now, or just Talking Tom is a legacy role that's been, throughout the years big. Colin Hanks has voiced him.
Oh
Other
wow.
great actors have voiced him.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just now starting to revamp him,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole series in general. They want a new look and everything. And it's not, it's popular in its own right, and I understand that it's not like anime or anything like that, but it's
Mm.
good for kids and other crowds. And I'm just very thankful that I was able to get it, and very thankful to Outlet 7 for believing in me and all that stuff. So, and I did it for her.
Yeah,
So,
that's the best part.
mm-hmm.
And she's so proud of you. I know it.
Yep. Yeah, just it's a journey. It's been a journey, Star. And there's other stuff, but it's under NDA.
Ah, ooh,
It's under
excited to
NDA.
see TBA to be announced.
To be
Yes.
And it's still that struggle. I mean, going into voiceover now that we can talk about, it's the struggle of being remote. It's currently where I'm at now. Like, now we're in the present. It's after all that history, after all that stuff. Now your current struggle is, what can you do right now to make yourself a premier voice actor
Marketable.
from where you are?
Yeah.
You like, with the amount of resources that you have, all that stuff, deep down that you're going to move at some point. You just don't know where or when yet. And that doesn't guarantee success either.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to keep getting better, and
Over time.
and being training to be undeniable in a way.
Yes.
That's my story. That's me.
Freaking amazing. Like, literally speechless. Yeah. Any question that I had, you answered it during the story. So I was like, I didn't have to do anything. With Talking Tom and I think your agent is
DDO?
DDO, right?
Yeah.
What was it like getting to that point, with especially being remote, like getting the opportunities, like, did they reach out to you, or you reached out to them? Was it cold calling? How did you, like, because I know remote is like a little bit of everything,
Yeah,
but
it is.
I wanted to see like your personal journey with that.
Absolutely. So Talking Tom actually came from an opportunity from one of the Miami studios that I work with. It was not through DDO.
Okay.
DDO has been very good to me. They've been very respectful, and trying to get auditions to me when they can. But yeah, Talking Tom was actually through Centauro, and they did the English dub to the current Talking Tom animations and the game that came out on mobile not too long ago, last year. Yeah, so it happened through them. Outlet 7 went to them. And cold calling in general is just a weapon that all
Yeah.
voice actors need to do,
Need.
especially when you're remote, and
That
'cause
I
can only-
don't see many like do as well, because we
Yeah.
are afraid, but
Yeah.
we gotta like get over that hump,
it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword, because I've I've come across in the past, when you do that, I'm guessing probably pushy or desperate. But then I have
Yeah.
other people. I have a good amount of other people say, like, I love your initiative. I want to work
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
It's like,
Which one? Yes.
so is it bad or good? It's a double-edged sword, and you have to risk it. You have to be respectful. You can't kiss the person's butt.
Yeah.
Like, I love your work. Oh my gosh, I love all this. I love all that. I love it. Just say that you like their work, and just
Yeah.
say, like, if you need any help, I'd love to audition for you. Or if you don't want auditions, because some people don't want to do the auditioning process. They're like, yeah, we just want to bring you on. We've heard your work and we want to bring you on. We're glad that you reached out, because there are so many voice actors out here. We don't know where to start. And we've
Right.
heard some, and we heard you, and we're actually very fond of your work. So come on. I've been doing that
Oh,
since 2019, and
okay.
it's worked, but there's been a lot of no's. There's been a lot of no answers, and
Yeah.
you just have to do it. You have to get over that. I remember I had the I had the courage to reach out to Nintendo of America to see if they needed voiceovers
Yeah.
for anything, and I was able to do like a promo for them.
Oh,
They answered, and
cool.
I was like, "Whoa!" But that's never
Yeah.
happened after
Yeah.
that. So, yeah, it's like you just never know what you can get, and sometimes you have to take a chance. But I
Mhm.
understand the risk of, if it doesn't work out, you can come across as something, pushy,
Yeah.
or you can come across as desperate, or you might not get an answer at all. But in my opinion, and I can only speak for people who are remote like I am, you need to risk it,
Yes.
because you are up I hate to use competition, but there's a lot of numbers,
Mhm.
right? I think you'll like this. I look at the voiceover world that we're in, Star, as like one piece.
Oh, yeah.
The East Blue, the North Blue, the South Blue, or the West Blue. There's New York, there's Miami or Florida, there's Texas, which is the South Blue, I guess, kind of, I don't
Yeah,
know. And
yeah.
the West
South
Blue,
Blue.
the West Coast, right there.
Yes.
And when you're in the East Blue, it's hard. It's
Hard.
hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's and nothing against the Miami studios. Again, I booked Talking Tom with them. You book bangers with them, right?
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
comes few and far between, and they have their own hub of actors, just like how New York does, just like how Dallas and
What
Houston
makes it
does,
harder?
just like how the West Coast does. And when you're remote, you have to make something out of nothing.
You gotta prove yourself,
You
like
gotta prove yourself, cuz. Like, come on now. Like, you gotta be tough. How bad do you want it? How
you
bad do
gotta
you
put
want it?
yourself on a silver platter. Like I did this. You have to, like, even the way you head like your email. Like there's a craft to that. Like, I
Yep.
don't know, in your subject.
Yep.
Something that's eye catching, but not too much, but not too little. Like your body of the email. Like I've like over the years, I've gotten like an email prepared for when it's time to send it to like
Yeah.
the really big agencies. And like anytime I'll think about it, I'll tweak it, make it look like a certain way. So every little thing it matters to where
It
they may or may not respond back to you.
Yep. See, you get it. So you need all those tools. You need your website up. You need
Oh,
your
yeah.
resume.
Resume.
You need demos ready. You need samples ready, because demos sometimes aren't enough.
Yeah.
This is where,
And
yeah. Oh, yeah.
even like with everything like that, I've noticed like they want you to voice acting, and like you're good at your acting, but also what else do you bring? Like what else do you do? I've noticed that with a lot of successful or like I guess you could say like successful, like that are voice actors that are happy like with their career right now, they're doing something along with voice acting, and not just voice acting, because you can go crazy just voice acting, and like it actually helps you in a way too, because whatever you do on the side with voice acting, it like fuels like your voice acting in itself.
Yep.
So
Yes.
like streaming or something like that, because you will go crazy if you just do voice acting all the time.
Yeah. Trust me. From my experience, being a full timer, finding hobbies is so important. You know?
Yes.
Like it's so important, because you can't just make this your life. It's there's no balance, and I go deeper with it too, especially right now. I don't think my mom would want me wanting it like that. I mean, making myself miserable
Yeah.
My friends even, like,
It takes the fun out of it.
yeah, it takes the fun out of it, you know? Like, you have to make it special. That's why the big ones that have, you know, that grew over the years, that's their main priority is because they love it. And if you end up hating it, then why are you doing it in the first
In
place?
the first
you know?
place.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, my experience has been with remote voice acting and voice acting in general has been, I would say, unique because, you know, I've kind of stayed put besides moving to Orlando and having all the motivations that I talked to you about. You know, it's when you don't have a lot of the, you know, flashy credits here and there, you know.
Yeah.
I know, like, you know, some people may write it off as like he's not working hard enough, or he's not working, you know, he's not in like these big titles, so why should we care about him? They can think all they want. They can think that. I don't care anymore. I used to, but
Yeah.
I don't care. It's like, it's all about, you know, I think one of the biggest things that I learned while being remote, and I'll take it to wherever I move to, is this is a craft.
Yeah.
This is an art. I remember one of my biggest inspirations is Sir Christopher Lee. And he was in the theater for, you know, for 10 years. And he would be, you know, he would, of course, act. He would watch. He would sweep up the floor. He would do all these things. And it was all about learning. And, you know, even when he was in Hammer as Dracula, or did other films like when he was a Bond villain, or just all these other things, he was learning the whole time, and it was a lifetime of acting. I mean, he was in Lord of the Rings. He was Count Dooku. He was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You know, and you know, I really look up to that guy, to him, because it's like he understands, you know, people just want it now. People just want the success now. They don't want to go down this road that's presented to them. And I don't want to say suffer.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
grind, like learn, like take the time to fail and to do auditions that you suck at. A lot of them, and learn from those. You know, laugh at yourself a little bit. Learn to not take yourself too seriously. Take in the art that's around you.
Oh, that's so true.
And because what's after you achieve everything, right? Like what's
Oh my gosh.
what's after
yeah.
that? What's after? Let's say, you know, Star, like you when you moved to Los Angeles about 2 years in, you are now in one of the biggest animes, if not the biggest anime, like Solo Leveling, and you are one of the main, if not the main, or at least one of the main, you know, like heroines, right?
Yeah.
Next to Alex Lee, next to Christina.
Oh my gosh.
B, next to you know, next to all these people, next to Kat, next to, you know, next to all of them, right? What's after that?
Oh my gosh. It's so crazy that you say that, because when everything happened for the auditions and everything, I thought that I was like, I worked so hard to get that. And then when I got it, I was scared. I was thinking about it a lot. I was like scared of like, cause now I'm going again this year, but I'm not auditioning, you know, and I got what I needed from you know, I got the experience. Like, yeah.
You had your time, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like, I miss like doing it and like grinding and like being around my friends and doing it together, and like I was like, what now? And then I had to tell myself, well, now you go to the next thing that you've been wanting to do. Now you you invest in the craft and you have fun. Like, I was like, I had to like keep that in my mind, because I was so focused on like getting that. Then I forgot, not really forgot, but I was like, you know, what next? So it's crazy that you said that. Like, it's good to like have like little speckets of goals and stuff that you have in mind, but always have like the foundation of why you want to do it and why you're doing it in the first place.
Absolutely, because like because I mean, for me, even having that goal of, sending my mom off with Nokatan with one anime, or just other selfish goals that I had in the past. None of it, like, while that one goal is done with Nokatan, it's all the other things don't matter anymore now. Like, now it's like you're learning how to take yourself more seriously. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to say this, but like, even 8 years in, I don't, feel like I'm not taking myself as serious as I should be.
I understand what you mean. It's almost like self-sabotage, right? Like,
a little bit, like, because just because you're in the space that you're in now, and again, it's good that I'm here. I'm learning this right now, because you got to take this everywhere you go. Is you need to take yourself. This is your craft. If you're going to be in this for the rest of your life, I mean, look at this. Look at this mother over here, Dick Van Dyke. He's 100 years old, saying to people, hey, if there's a role that's unfilled, and there's an old man there that you need, I'm here. I'm here for you. He's 100 years old and still wants to work.
Still loving the craft. Yes.
Yeah. Like, that's where I want to be. That's my goal right there.
Yes.
The man, Dick Van Dyke. So it's like, you have to take yourself seriously. Or no one is. And I've been up and down with that. There are times, Star, where I have not taken myself so seriously that even in classes, it has been bad. Yeah. It's just because I just didn't think that this would be in my future. I would get something out of it selfishly and just leave. And just like, I had my time in it, all that stuff. But the more you keep going with it, it's like,
I'm the opposite. I feel like I work and work and work, and then I see the progress and I feel the progress, and then when I get there, I'm like, wait, hold on, like, I'm scared, but that's what I want. But then I'm like, I push myself back, like, especially like, I talked about it earlier in my on a podcast before, that I was like, I've been on a weight loss journey for almost like a decade.
I've seen.
Yes.
I've seen. You've been kicking ass.
Oh, thank you.
Heck yeah.
Like, when
at 2 a.m., girl.
At 2 a.m. working out at 2 a.m.
Dang. Man, you got me sounding like Martin right now. Dang, Gina. Dang.
Like, I gotta get this workout in.
It's so good.
And sometimes when I would see the progress and I would I'm like, okay, like, I'm feeling it, I would self-sabotage and I would start eating bad and not working out, and I would mentally stop myself from doing it because I was afraid of achieving it. Maybe because of I don't know, maybe because of the journey to get there. I just don't know, but it's like you, but the opposite side.
I get that. It's scary. It's scary whenever you see the end is near, the end of the journey is near, because you got to appreciate the journey for what it's given you,
right?
And you don't want it to end, because then you have to, it's like starting over. I look at it as my friends and I, we're nerds and we talk about that stuff. It's like, that's the end of that arc. Now you got another arc right in front of you. And I mean, being fans of One Piece, it's like you were in Marineford right here. Now you're in Dressrosa. Actually, no, forget that. No, you're in Wano right now. That's where your life is currently. I'm like, whoa. Whoa,
and that's why it's good to have that mindset. Okay, I achieved it. It's good to celebrate it, because sometimes I would just be like, okay, time for the next thing. Get it. But it's good to sit in it and celebrate it and bask in it, and then have a new goal and something else to look forward to and go after. And I've been getting better at that. So
I think what'll help too, for me at least, that can help you, because again, these are just issues that I feel like all people that grind and that that work for something, they all have, is just having that foundation Having that foundation of why you're doing what you're doing. Like for me, working out, like even though I've lost all that weight, and that was over 10 years ago now, you know. It's like I can't live without it because it's also like meditation. It's also like church. It's also like, you know, I need that to stay leveled, to stay grounded.
It's a necessity.
You know, you don't have to do a lot in the gym. You just do
something.
Can even do the bare minimum. You can walk on the treadmill for an hour or so and get something out of it. It's just to keep yourself motivated and to keep yourself sane.
I was just about to say sane too. Like it really does. Yeah, whenever I'm like feeling sad, depressed, okay, let me go for a run or something. It does help. It really does. You don't think like something simple as that does, but it helps.
It does. And I mean, it's the same thing with voiceover. It's like, okay, Star, you achieved what you wanted to with those Bang Zoom auditions. It was a long grind. Now, you know, you're in a different arc. You are grinding to move, and that is the Bang Zoom finale winner type of goal now that you need. And when you do that, now it's time to the next goal after that is to impress the right people, right? But after all that, but besides all of that, at the core of it is you are a storyteller. You need to tell stories to live, you know. As actors, that's what we do. That's what we
just like you, when you were saying like when you go to movies and stuff and like you go to like a different realm and then like you come out like a different person, like almost for me like every time I go like to a really good movie, like you're like it feels like you're there, and like you said, like that's what I want to be able to like morph anyone who's watching it, be in there and like just get away from life, you know. So that's like that's
whatever you find your niche, it's like you find your niche. It's like, you know, it's like I like movies and you're going to be a movie star. Or it's like, you know, you find out while you're out there in Los Angeles, you're like, I like movies, but dang, like I have a niche for the ongoing grind of TV. Like the TV, like being on, you know, on Reba or Martin or, you know, all these legendary shows that have made stars. It's like, I like that grind. I know I can be a Reba McEntire or one of the two broke girls. You know, I can be one of those girls. I could be a Tisha Campbell, like all that crap. You know, it's like they all have something that I see in myself, and then but also I can do movies. You never know. It's like all around. The industry is weird right now because you see a lot of TV stars now doing, movie stars now doing TV.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, especially on the Netflix original series or the Amazon stuff. So it's like, but whatever you do, I just hope that you're happy. That's it.
That is the like feel like that's what life should be all about, just like having fun, and you know, it's not worth it if you're not having fun.
No, and again, why we're like after you achieve everything, what's after that? If you were just trying to get attention, man, that's wild. That's wild,
like we have to reevaluate, you know, everything.
Absolutely. You're a storyteller by heart, so that's what you take with you, you know. And
it's just fun. It's like passion and love for it, and it's like indescribable. And I just like love being able to share that also with friends and peers, and like connecting with fans too, and like knowing like that they liked what you did, and you know. And even if they didn't, like seeing like things that you can improve on, like constructive criticism, you know, like all of it, it's just really a beautiful experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Absolutely. And I know, like with that mindset, Star, I know you're gonna do amazing things with that. And I'm not everybody's gonna. You're gonna have a lot of people say that. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your butt, you know that. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
No, don't give me it, because I've been having a lot of imposter syndrome lately. Like all the time, just like, am I doing the right thing? Like, should I keep going? And then I'm like, yeah, let's just try it and see. And then if it doesn't work out, we'll try something else. Because every time I think about it, I'm like, there's nothing else I want to do. So
yeah, just be smart.
know?
Just be smart. Be logical. Be logical. Think it through, and don't do anything too rash.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's a dangerous world out there right now.
Yes.
And it's also an expensive world right now.
Expensive.
It's an expensive world. I wouldn't want you to get in a spot where it's very expensive and all that stuff. I get the idea of just like going past the fear, but it's like, be smart.
Logical, yeah.
Be logical
about it.
Like you
and
have been.
Making sure you like have a backbone and everything, because it's
Yeah.
always good to have like cushion for worst case scenarios and things like that. So,
But I will always say, like, don't give up on your dream.
yeah,
You like
sure.
even while being logical, don't ever give up on your dream. Like,
yeah, because you can do both.
Yeah, I this is a little extreme. I would say there's no plan B.
Yeah,
no plan B.
yeah.
There is an only plan A for you, and it's like, you want to go to Los Angeles? Okay, do it reasonably, do it logically, be careful, be smart. But if you do all those things with that passion, I think you'll be fine.
Thank you. It's so crazy because everybody's been telling me that. I'm like, you guys believe in me more than myself. I'm like, they're like, well, no, you'll be fine. You'll get there somehow. And I'm like, I've been trying to get there for like the past 4 years almost, but like, I'm almost at an ending point, or yeah, almost there.
Yeah.
I think because of that, I'm getting more nervous. I think that's why it's happening again. I'm getting more nervous, and I'm like pulling back, especially when I tell guests at my job that I'm trying to move. They'll give me the look, and then they'll be like, "Oh, like, are you sure by yourself?" And AI is somebody told me that it was like AI is like gonna take your job, and I was like, I know AI is like here, but I feel like it will never have what we have. It's like human nuances, you know? So
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't. I'm still gonna try,
With entertainment,
So it's a lot. Yeah.
With entertainment, to me, it needs to be entertainment when it's at its perfection is when people are imperfect.
That's
imperfection to do entertainment. If there is just a machine trying to make something that we make out of our imperfections while the machine is trying to be perfect at the same time, it's not going to work. I mean, we've seen it.
It's not going to
over
feel
and
real.
over again now.
You're like, yeah.
It's not genuine. I don't see what I just did. I keep repeating my words. It's just a human thing.
Yeah, right.
It's not genuine, and I don't want to watch a machine do something over like the course of time, and they don't make any mistakes. What's the entertainment in that? Where's the conflict in that? Where's the realism in that? Where's the emotion in that? It's like an AI can't recreate the story that I just told you.
Yeah.
And experience the emotions that I went through for me to tell it all like that. You can't copy that. You can't go against me on that. If AI was well, I will say the bad part of AI. Because I feel like there's a good part in there of AI. I've always felt this. There's a good part in there within AI that's just like
with medical practices and stuff like that.
Yeah. I was like I always envision it as like a Cortana thing, and the Cortana figure is just like, I don't want to ruin art. Like, I don't want to do all these things. It's the people making me do this, and I don't like them making me using my systems to take away jobs and all that. Like, that's what I picture. If AI was a person, the good part of AI, I think it would say that. It would say, actually, what the are you using all these systems for me to take away all these jobs? Why are we not using it, I don't know, to fix different issues in the world? Why are we taking away the arts? with with what you
Yeah,
created
the
me
arts,
for.
leave those alone. Everything else is fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like
Yeah, I understand what you mean completely, because it is like I really do like I've been seeing it like help change lives. Literally, it's been detecting cancer like hella early, like really early on, and that is amazing. And I remember I went to go to the dentist, and it saw like cavities that I had like way before they even like formed, and I was like, that is insane. So
that's
I feel
crazy.
like it's amazing, but in the terms of creativity, creative world, or anything where we have to be like humans and be creative with, and jobs and things like that, I'm like, yeah, let us do that. We got this. Like,
yeah. It's the people that are using AI to steal jobs and to use it to make the process better and to fasten it. It's like, if AI was a person right now, I don't think it would want to be invading our space. I think it would be wanting to, I don't know, try to solve world hunger, try to solve a way for us to all get free health care. I don't know.
Oh yes,
I don't
please.
know. Maybe
Speaking facts.
decrease the rates on rent.
Oh yes, please.
I don't know, third world issues, but nah. Let's use AI to take away the jobs in the arts. I don't know.
We're focusing on the wrong thing here. Oh man.
Yeah. I have thoughts, but
Oh, I also wanted to get into, because you're Filipino, right?
I am Filipino, Vietnamese, and Chinese.
Oh, nice. I like that mix. I've noticed that there's a lot of Filipino voice actors in the industry, and almost every single one that I cross by or pass by, always have like this mindset of like grinding, and they're like excelling and like going above and beyond, and I am here for it, and I want to like dig deep into see like how like a lot of voice actors like got in, or Filipino voice actors got into voice acting, and that's just amazing, and it just so I just like I'm just really curious about it, and wanted to see if you had like any thoughts on so many that are in the industry right now, and if that makes any sense.
No, you're good. I mean, I think it's all from different perspectives and different lifestyles, but I think the Asian culture in general has been known to push more of excellence on their children, on the and I think that could be a factor, but I think that would also be not fair to every individual Filipino that's in this industry, because I feel like they've all had different perspectives and different experiences that kind of drive why they do
what they do.
For me, I mean, you've listened to it all. I mean, it's kind of the reason why I'm doing things now, what's driven me to be this driven. It's just my life experiences. It's very interesting when you listen to other Filipinos in particular and hear why they do what they do. Maybe it's because it's fun and it's just ingrained in them. Maybe it's because they're doing it for someone they care about. Maybe they're doing it because it's something fun, and I don't know anything else to do right now until I find something else. Maybe I'll just stick to this. It just varies, but I'm very happy to see that I would like to see it blow up more. I would like to see, just like how, with Arden Cho and everybody, with EJ and everybody on K-pop Demon Hunters, the Korean crowd exploded. I'd like to see that in the next few years with Filipinos, because it has not happened yet, to be honest, in my opinion. I have not seen Filipino culture explode like that has. I feel like with the Forbidden Island coming out, that could be a thing. That could be a thing. but we need more, in my opinion. We need to
We
keep
do.
it going. Need to see, and not just anime, and like not just Filipinos getting into anime. No, I'm talking cartoons, movies, live
Yes.
action, all that stuff. I need, coming from just a voice actor in Florida, looking from the outside in, I'm just like, for Filipinos to get the recognition that they deserve,
Yes.
it needs to
And
be constant, and it needs to be not just from one person, but from all.
mm-hmm.
We all need to, as a cohesive unit, keep grinding and achieving what we achieve, marketing them, and showing, we're also here, that
Yes.
sort of thing. So,
Yes. Here. Yes. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
for answering that, because it was hard to put it into words, but
No,
I
you're
was
good.
trying to say. So thank
You're
you.
good.
That is so awesome. And then I also wanted to talk about your hobbies. Do you have any hobbies other than voice acting? And I know I think you play video games, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it's like so. Besides training and working out, because that's just basically a prayer thing,
Mhm.
I like hanging out with friends. It's the common stuff that everybody likes to do. I like to hang out with friends, obviously. I like to go out on the porch, have some tea.
Ooh.
Me and my bros, we can talk out there for hours. We're a bunch
I
of old
love
young
that.
men. Old young men. Talking about drama. Talking about drama. Reminisce about mom. Just talk about even
Literally
dad.
sips tea.
Yeah,
Ooh,
just
I
talking
got
about
something to
mom
tell
and
you.
dad. Remember that one chick that that rejected you like 3 times in high school? Yeah, tough, dude. That's my boy JB saying that.
Dude, why are you mentioning again?
It's like I'd be like, sucks, dude, and he's like, tough, dude. And it's like that type of stuff, and,
I love that you have a really strong relationship. That's hard to find. So I love that.
It is. It's with the friends part, I can talk a lot about that. It brought color into my life, especially at that point,
Yeah.
back then. I mean, it's funny. It's funny because I still remember, and I hate to bring it up that it was in high school, so it's like that jock that's remembering stuff from high school. No, it's like I didn't in high school. I didn't feel like I kind of fit in at all, like especially during that time for obvious reasons. But for me, even if that stuff wasn't happening, even if my parents were healthy and they were just out on the porch, maybe smoking cigars, I don't know, like they were chilling, I don't know, but like even then, I feel like I wouldn't have really fit in. I mean, I would have just worked out, did my work, probably talked to a few people, I don't know, and then just go home.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's I remember like all of us, we were in Corral together, and we kind of met there, and it just kind of like flowed
Wow.
from there. We all hung out at this one place that I was staying at, because like I said, I was moving from home to home, like friend to friend place. And I remember we all hung out there all the time. And you would think that we were little kids, but these were seniors and juniors and sophomores in high school all together. And it was very special. It was very special.
Oh.
Lee, Thomas, I'm not gonna say everybody, but like
Yeah.
yeah, it was very, very special, and it is still now. We're grown men now, but it's like, and I'll be honest, sometimes we don't talk to each other for a while because we're working, and trying to. I know some of us are, wanting families, so it's like when you're grinding in voiceover, doing your life, and one of your bros is wanting to start a family soon, and then the other's in school, the other's doing real estate, the other is about to dive into streaming and all that stuff. It's like
That's a lot.
a
Yeah.
lot of lives, but
Yeah.
one of them's wanting to move and about to get married. It's
My
like
gosh.
you've had history with all these people, and at some point you're gonna have to take the dive and do something for you and make the move out to continue your career. And selfishly, I think for me, I think that's why I'm also still here now,
Yeah.
while mourning and while healing from still 2024. Just spending that last amount of time with them, until we really dive into adulthood. We're adults now, but like when you're
Yeah,
when
I know
that
what you
grind
mean.
is it's locked in,
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying I'm not grinding now, but I am kind of spoiled where after I record, it's like the time's never stopped when I get on that porch, So
Oh my gosh, I love that.
yeah,
I'm
that's
so glad you guys have each other.
yeah, it's I remember, man, just they've been there for a lot of it, so they've seen a lot. So it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. That's one of my hobbies, yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful hobby.
Oh. Heck yeah.
And do you have any advice or tips or tricks for an inspiring voice actor that you could give?
Of course. Number one, the main rule is to have fun. Being a full-timer, it a lot of times can not feel fun because you are just doing works for clients, doing clientele work, and sometimes it's not the fun work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like you're not getting the right amount of opportunities. I feel like every artist needs to feel like that selfishly, because that's what drives you.
Yes.
It's weird. It feels like I'm saying be an egotistical jerk. No, I'm not saying that. No. But I'm saying, just stay focused, and stay grinding, but have fun. I would say on a financial side, if you want to take this full time, make sure that you have a big savings account.
That part.
Yes, have a big savings account. Don't expect to become a millionaire. I have seen people make six figures off of this, but it's hard, and it's like you really shouldn't be doing it for the money. But when you're full time, don't expect to be a millionaire. You can make a good buck, but maybe even get enough to live by yourself or afford your own rent and your utilities and bills. Be realistic. Being realistic doesn't mean to give up on your dream, though. Don't take it wrong. Yeah, don't twist it. But I would say that audition. I remember Bryce Papenbrook telling me that. Bryce Papenbrook, I asked him for advice at a con one time, and he said, all these characters that you see on the banner right here, that is a smidge of how much I have auditioned. You audition.
That is
don't
so
give up.
true.
Do not, don't give up. It's usually when you give up, you were just that one thing, that one opportunity was around the corner that could change your life. Don't give up. If I gave up, I wouldn't have seen Nokatan, I wouldn't have seen Gintama, I wouldn't have seen Talking Tom, I wouldn't have seen the stuff that I haven't announced yet, which I can't wait to. You just have to be patient with yourself and not compare. Comparison is literally I think it's said so much on YouTube and Instagram through posts and reels, but it is the stealer of joy. You can't compare yourself to a lot of people, and I think as a remote voice actor, I really personally I can't compare at all, because there are some opportunities that that I haven't gotten that a lot of other people have in different cities. I can't compare. I can only compare to how I was last year. And so I feel for anybody wanting to be a voice actor, you really do have to just compare to that. Like, how much progress have you made? How much are you still having fun? You can go financial. I mean, I'm not going to shy away from that. What are your finances if that's what's important for you? Like, I made this amount. I made this amount now. You know, just yeah. There's that, and man, there's so many things you could tell somebody that wants to be a voice actor. I would say just do it.
Just
You know,
do
just
it.
do it.
I was literally
Just
thinking out of my head.
just don't be shy. Go into the booth. Be silly a little bit. You know, I am in a closet right now, for goodness sakes. I'm in a closet right now for my full-time job. I'm not a six-figure guy, not yet. That's one of my goals. You know,
Yes.
to be honest, but like it's like
I was gonna ask that. What were your goals as well?
goals for me. Well, goals for me. It's kind of weird right now because I know, like, again, I'm not in cities, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But man, just be the best that I can be. You know, be it's I don't know how to say it, but like a lot of people, you know, I feel like they want to be like one of the best in the world. And even then, I'm not going to talk down on somebody that says that. I'm not going to talk down on somebody's goals because I don't know the story behind it. I don't know the people's, you know, motivation behind it. It could be righteous, you know. But I think just being the best that I can be, it would be cool to, you know, it would be cool to grind up, move wherever I need to move in the next few years, grind, and just, you know, act with some of the greats, you know?
Yes.
Act with some of the greats.
It's
You
gonna
know,
happen.
be in a project with Alex Lee, be in a project with with the first voice actor I ever met, Johnny Young Bosch. That would be really cool.
Yes. Oh my
That'd be really
gosh.
cool. You know, voice act with Dorothy and Tom Fawn, you know, Melissa Fawn, all these people, you know, it'd be really cool. But until then, you know, I think my path that I've been led on, just like how you and everybody else with you with Bang Zoom auditions, I think for me, my path that I've been led on is it's like you need to prove yourself on this island that you're in right now. There's not a lot around you, but if you can make something out of yourself, but the bare minimum, I think you can, you know, you'll learn how to grind in those other cities, and you can take that with you. I think that's the biggest goal. You know.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that touched my soul. Oh my gosh. Yes, Josh, this was amazing. I literally have no words.
I'm glad you had a fun time. Thanks.
Yes, it's amazing time. And I just wanted to say also, you are one of like the most inspiring voice actors or person I've ever met. And I look up to you a lot. So hearing your story and talking with you has been such a pleasure, and seeing you grind and like literally post announcements all the time, and when you're not, you're uplifting others, and then going through everything that you went through as well. Like you amazing. And I really hope like I hope you see that too, and give yourself that credit and that grace, because I know you are going to be like, I mean, you already are, but even more to where you hit all of your goals that you want in your career. And I'm so excited to see what else you do. And I'm so happy for everything that you have hit. And I just wanted to say like you really, really inspire me. So
Well, I'm glad I can help in any way, Star.
yes.
I'm just at the end of the day, I'm just a dude in Florida.
And in Florida, and on top of that, you're in Florida, which makes me like it's always even more cooler because I never knew that until like recently, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool.
Yep. Start in Jacksonville, but it's yeah, I think the other thing to say to end it off is like, I think the biggest thing to learn while I've been here is like, I'm just a dude, you know. It's like I can't take myself while we talked about taking yourself seriously. It's a balance. It's a fine balance, and it's just like, I think this time has taught me to, respect others and to show them that they got something in themselves that's really big. They can make something out of themselves if they take the time to, if they listen. Whatever life is throwing at them, they can get through it and more.
Yes.
They can get through it and more. Take it from me. It's hard. It's rough, but you can do it. You just have to listen to that good voice in your head to say, keep moving. Keep going. It's so general, but it's very true. I know that's going to be with you, and going on this path that you're on, just going to Los Angeles and becoming a star, no pun intended. It's you got the name for it even. It's going to be, I'm going to see on an anime one day, Kira Buckland and Star Jackson. Right there.
Oh my gosh, that'll be
right
insane.
There. Right there.
Well,
oh my
being
gosh. Up there with Shira Kirby, with all of them. It's just like all of them. With Zeno, with all, with AJ, with everybody.
Oh my gosh.
With Ben Diskin, I don't know.
There. I feel like it's only a matter of time, and as long as like you keep going and trying and having like that mindset, there's no way you won't get there. You just gotta put in the work and open the doors for opportunities to come.
Yes, absolutely. You have to do all of that, and not stay in analysis paralysis the whole time.
Yeah. The imposter syndrome, man.
Yeah, the imposter syndrome and all that. You have to just go,
And that time that you have it in the imposter syndrome, you could be using that to put into the craft. So that's also how I look at it too. Even though like sometimes it can like fester, but it's good to like redirect it.
Absolutely.
This has been such a pleasure. Oh my gosh, so much good stuff and info and I just wanna I appreciate you so much for coming on and yapping with me and literally catching up together and talking and thank you so much. And thank you guys for listening. We really hope you enjoyed the podcast. Don't forget to give us like a 5-star rating on anywhere you listen to podcasts, and you can watch the full episode on YouTube as well. Thank you so much. And that's Dweeb City with 2 Y's. And you can follow Josh on his journey at
Josh Portillo VO on Instagram, and on Twitter too. I'll spell it out. It's at Josh _ SAITOGAMI. Yes, that was my voiceover name when I started. So,
nice.
yeah. But you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. LinkedIn too, if you're there. It's just Josh Portillo. I'm not on there a lot, but yeah.
Me too. I need to check it actually.
I need to post more on LinkedIn. Oh.
Yes, same. It's hard navigating socials, I swear.
I like Instagram the most. That's just me.
Oh, I love Instagram too. I'm this year I just now like started getting consistent with it. It's been so much fun. Instagram
is the best. I like Instagram the most.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.